We are on some soggy, fake grass with some big balls behind us, and we're trying to figure out the enthusiasm level for this Cotton Bowl. It is clearly the best bowl game that's not a playoff game. There are 5 conference champions in major college football. 3 of those champions are in the playoff. The other 2 are in this game. There's no doubt about it. If you're not in the playoff, this is where you want to be. But how much enthusiasm is there for this game? We're kind of trying to wrap our head around it from our standpoint, but nobody really cares about what we think. From a fan standpoint, from a player standpoint, I think the players aren't going to say it. I think it's possible that there is some letdown for Ohio State specifically because they're the only team in the country that thought they were going to be in the playoff and didn't make the playoff. So even though this is the next best game, it's a letdown for them. And I know there's been a million quotes saying it's not a letdown. 1 to 10. 1 is you don't care at all. 10 is it's awesome. What do you think the number for this game should be on how much people care, Bill?
Like a 6? A 6? Better than a 5. Not quite a 7. No, 7. I'm being optimistic. It's a 7. It's not the playoff. The playoffs are like a 12. I think it's awesome that Ohio State and the USC are playing, and I think it's awesome under most any circumstance. And I know you're sad it's not the playoff. I thought they were going in. You thought they were going in. But you still get to play on a stage against a conference champion, a traditional power, a program that historically you have not fared all that well against and have not beaten a long time. I think that matters to people. And I like, and I'm speaking from my own perspective and not necessarily fans, I like watching NFL talent play NFL talent, and there's plenty of it on both sides. So that's enough for me to give it a 7. If you want to go, I don't think you should be below a 5. I just think if you're below a 5, you're just like a pessimist and you're sad at the world. Be above a 5. Get excited about this. It's not a playoff. We get above a 5. Watch some good players play some good players. It's going to be a good game.
I'm going to say a 6, and I just think it's just being here is a little more of a vibe to me of that the playoff is killing the bowls. And that's not really about Ohio State. It's not about USC. It's not about the Cotton Bowl. It's just about the system. And I was talking to another media member whose opinion I respect, and he was just, I think 4, it wasn't you. I think 4 is the right number for the playoff. And I wrote that very strongly a month ago because I would rather I'd rather leave out a good 5 than put in a lousy 7 or 8. Being here, and maybe it's just because it's raining, think about if this were a quarterfinal. Like, it would be in another realm. You could not compare to what everybody would be feeling and talking about compared to what this is right now. And this is as good as it gets if it's not a playoff game. And I'll tell you what, I'm a 4 guy still. I am closer to an 8 than I've ever been, and it's because I've been in Dallas for a day, and I'm feeling this Cotton Bowl vibe.
I want to ask you one quick question. This was unlikely, but certainly possible that this could have been Ohio State versus Alabama. How different would that have made it?
Different, for sure. That would have been all the feels. Okay. You agree?
I agree, yeah. It still would have been a 10. Would have been like an 8.5. Yeah.
All right. Give us your number in the poll at the bottom. 1, 10, woo, or anywhere in the middle. He's a 7. I'm a 6. We'll see you later.